and welcome to the 18 WJTS News for this Thursday, November 6, 2025. Thank you so much for choosing us for your local news coverage this evening. I'm Kaitlyn Neukam reporting. Authorities in Pike County continue to investigate a break-in at the Dollar General on State Road 64 that happened in the early morning hours of October 29th. Investigators say the suspect fired multiple rounds into the store's glass doors around 3:20 a.m. to force entry. Additional images of the suspect are now being shared publicly, and investigators believe the same individual is also responsible for a Dollar General break-in in Mount Carmel, Illinois. To view these images in more detail, again, you can visit our website over on WJTS.tv. The Pike County Sheriff's Office is asking anyone with information to call 812-354-6024 or to submit a tip through the Sheriff's Office app or online at PikeCountySheriff'sOffice.com. The City of Huntingburg's gas department is preparing to conduct routine leak surveys in areas of Ireland and Jasper over the next several weeks. These inspections are part of the department's regular safety program and are done to verify the condition of the natural gas system before winter heating uses increases. Crews will be working in residential and commercial areas, and residents may notice department vehicles and personnel moving through neighborhoods, yards, and around gas meters during daylight hours. This type of survey work is common amongst municipal gas systems in Indiana, and the checks are carried out periodically to ensure safe operation and regulatory compliance. The Indiana Family and Social Services Administration announced they received updated guidance from the USDA's Food and Nutrition Service requiring a recalculation of benefits for all 274,000 SNAP households in Indiana. As a result, November SNAP benefits will be delayed by at least 1 week. Under the new guidance, each household's benefit must be recalculated under a revised formula. The FNS has reduced the federally determined maximum allotment for a household by 50%. SNAP assumes households spend 30% of their net income on food. Therefore, SNAP benefits are calculated by subtracting 30% of the household's net income from the federally determined maximum allotment. The Indiana FSSA stated they understand the urgency of the situation and are working quickly to complete the recalculations and resume benefit issuance as soon as possible. In the meantime, Hoosiers in need of immediate food assistance are encouraged to call 211 or contact their local food bank. The FSSA will continue to provide updates as more information becomes available. A month-long food drive is taking place this November in Jasper and is currently underway to help local families put food on the table this holiday season. Foods accepted for this drive include canned goods, cereal, oatmeal, granola bars, peanut butter, jelly, spaghetti and sauce, hamburger helper, and rice and noodle sides. Any non-expired and non-perishable goods are also accepted. It is asked that no goods with glass containers be donated. Throughout November, donations can be brought to the center on 5th in Jasper and dropped in the marked boxes outside of doors number 1 and number 4. All donations collected will be donated to local food banks and organizations. Monetary donations can also be made directly to Community Chew or using the QR code that you can find on our website. The Paoli Police Department has received a $11,200 grant from the Smithville Charitable Foundation to help purchase 800 millihertz in-car radios. According to the department, the funding moves the agency towards another step towards fully transitioning its fleet over to the updated radio system. So far, Paoli Police have raised more than $48,000 in community donations and grant funding towards this project, all without tax dollars. Earlier this year, most of the raised funds were used to purchase and deploy new handheld 800 millihertz radios. The department has since shifted focus to funding the in-car units. Officials say installing mobile radios in patrol vehicles will improve signal strength and speed up response times during calls, including for off-duty officers traveling within the county. The department noted that off-duty personnel are still required to respond when near an emergency, and the improved communication capability can support faster life-saving actions. The latest grant will allow Paoli Police to equip half of its fleet with the new in-car radios. The Daughters of the American Revolution will be presenting a Veterans Day program on Sunday, November 9th at the Du Bois County Museum. The program will begin at 1:30 p.m. Eastern, where they will give a history of Veterans Day, explaining why it exists, how it started, and tying it into celebrating America's 250th birthday. Food and refreshments will also follow the program. The chapter will also give details on how DNA was used to find and match remains of the unknown soldier interred in the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier in Washington, D.C., as well as about their organization. Crawford County is planning a 4-week closure of Highfill Chapel Road starting on Monday, November 10th to replace a small structure and set a new bridge. The work zone will be near 1037 Highfill Chapel Road north of Tazewell. According to the Crawford County Highway Department, crews will remove the existing structure and install the new span, and the road will remain closed to through traffic for the duration of the project, weather permitting. Motorists are asked to use Sycamore Road and Allstott Road as detours and to allow extra travel time while the project is underway. Drivers should watch for signage, reduce speed near work crews, and avoid cutting through closed sections until the county reopens the road after construction is complete. The county will provide updates if the schedule changes due to weather or field conditions. And the Indiana Department of Natural Resources is reminding motorists that deer vehicle collisions remain a serious issue in the Hoosier State, with more than 14,000 crashes reported each year. As deer become more active in the fall, especially during mating season, the odds of encountering deer along roadways increases sharply. The DNR says collisions are most likely to occur at dawn and dusk, particularly in October and November. Drivers are urged to use extra caution in areas where agricultural fields meet wooded terrain, as well as in suburbs, parks, nature preserves, and places where hunting is not allowed. Foggy, rainy, or icy conditions could also make deer more difficult to see and react to. Safety guidance stresses that drivers should never swerve to avoid a deer. Officials say braking and hitting the deer is much safer than swerving into oncoming traffic or leaving the roadway. Motorists are also encouraged to slow down when a deer is spotted and assume additional deer may be nearby. Also use high beams when appropriate to illuminate deer's eyes, and wear seatbelts at all times. The DNR notes that the novelty items such as deer whistles are not considered effective deterrents. If a collision occurs, drivers should move their vehicle to safety, activate hazard lights, and call police. Officials warn not to approach the deer, whether alive or dead, as injured deer can be unpredictable. Indiana law allows a driver to keep the deer with a proper permit issued by law enforcement, a DNR district biologist, or a property manager. Hunters and motorists may also choose to have their deer processed and donate the meat through the Sportsman Benevolence Fund, which distributes venison to families in need. And that has been a look at your Thursday news right here on 18 WJTS. Next up is your weather forecast.